LFG Marbles is brought to you by all of our lovely patrons over at patreon.com/LFGX. 4 little letters, endless exciting races. Hit it! 5, 4, 3, explosive on the track, no! Avoiding the bumping, avoiding the stanchions, clean line, avoids all of the crates, goes in the final stretch. This is going to be a huge, definitive win. Oh man, Zero Eel escaping the dog fight to take the lead. Oh, I fell out of the track. How do you fall off the track? Whoa! Some last second bumpage. It's a 3-way fight. Bonk, bonk, bonk. Triple bonk is opening up for Malvinius to take the lead. Air for Red Hat Jesse. Will they land it? Yes! Wait. Do these portals not work? Wait, do these portals not go anywhere? Bloodshed, tears, heartache, all in the opening turn of Castle Siege.
It's time! Introducing your host, Bryce, the Marble Machine, Castillo.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the summer 2026 season of LFG Marbles. I'm Bryce Castillo, your host, your commentator, one of your fellow competitors. Thank you so much for joining me. It is a brand new season. We are so excited. We got 17 big races for you tonight. We are going to get started right away with our first one. Where are we at? Where's my thing? Did I hit? There we go. We're here on the Devil's Chaos. We'll be getting started in just 90 seconds. Thank you so much, everybody, for jumping in. Took a bit of a break. Took a bit of a break between the last season and this one. Oh, we needed it. We needed a little break, folks. We needed just a little bit of a break. But excited to be back here. I've got a new setup. I've changed the space that I'm in slightly. I used to be back there, and now I'm right here. And so, yeah, there you go. A little bit of a different energy. You move around. You move into a different space, and maybe you move into a different headspace. 45 seconds, folks. Hello, everybody. No, I bought a mouse. I bought a mouse the other day, and mainly because it was small. And this is the thing. It's like I don't know. It's about the size of my thumb or so. 10 seconds, folks. It was like $5, and it's got like multiple receivers and stuff. And let me tell you, it feels so bad. That's why we're not using it tonight here. On our first race this evening here in the Devil's Chaos. Oh no, I didn't hit the button here. We're going to get started in 10 big seconds now. 21 racers ready, registered, revving it up here for the first race this evening. You know, with all the talk of the components shortage here, and we're off. I was a little shocked. I was in the Target the other day. I was getting myself my new producer juice sippy bottle, and I needed to get a new case for my phone. I think it's a little popsicle sort of case here, and Plokai falling off the track here. And they had, I didn't look at them very long. I probably should have taken another glance at it, but they had something that was called wireless earbuds, like pure wireless earbuds. And it was $5. It was going to be $5. I would say probably 50-50 chance that it's the thing where each earbud is a separate Bluetooth device. And so you have to connect them separately and independently. But if you gave a kid, an elementary school kid one of those, they would deal with it because they got the wireless ones. All right, final turns here. The first race here in the Devil's Cast. It's Neil Fleisch with a very strong. With a real strong showing here. A big gap to second place, Conjay Crawford and the real Andrew Mays. Nemiko and Baaabcat also in that top 5 as Neil goes into the parking structure. I'm falling off of the track here. Still got 18 people left in this race. Below the rear, got JakeSchneider Zero Evil and I Poop My Pants.com. All in the back of the pack here. Our racers are making their way through the parking structure. Is it out? Neil Fleisch is out. This is Neil's to lose. 20 seconds past the local record. No, the world record? One of the records. It'll be a dominant win for Neil Fleisch after about 2 minutes here on Devil's Chaos, our first race of the evening. I'm going to hit you with the hurry up music. 52 seconds of that big red clock at the top of your screen. Someone asked if the charging port is at the bottom of this to make it so thin. No, it's at the front. It's at the front, and you can use it as a wired mouse. But it kind of looks like one of the Apple mice, but it definitely isn't. It's definitely just like a plastic doodad. It doesn't have like any good click to it, but that's how they like were selling it on the Amazon listing. Quiet mouse. 15 seconds as we see ipoopmypants.com and JakeSchneider vying for that last place point. We give points to the top 10 racers, plus whoever finishes in last. There we go. Congratulations go to Neil Fleisch, Colin J. Crawford, and FLSCarnage as your podium here on the first race this evening. Devil's Chaos. Top 10. Rounded out by 4th place, Real Andrew Mays, leading on Nemiko, Calasan, Low Horizon in 7th, ahead of Baaabcat, Zero Evil, and Vuff in 10th place. Well, last place, it's going to be ipoopmypants.com, half a tenth of a second behind JakeSchneider for 17th place. All right, let's load up your next track. It's heating up, folks. One race in, and we're already hitting the fucking Lavos music. No, it's not Lavos. Who is it? Sin? We're hitting the Sin music, everybody. Neil Fleisch leading with that 13 points. Colin J. Crawford on 11. FLSCarnage on 10. We give points to the top 10 plus the last place racer. Time for another one. Let's find out. Join us! Exclamation mark, what you type in the chat and get a marble with your name on it. It's community level now. Colorful Rainbow Pride. Happy Pride Month, everybody. This theme song, the Other World from Final Fantasy X, has become the new theme song of Pride. All right, we're going to start 90 seconds on the timer. Pride is a sin. Oh, that's a good point. That's a very good point, Jesse. I wonder if Nobuo Uematsu was thinking about that when they had this death metal band do this song. They should remake Final Fantasy X, huh? That's like the next. I mean, I know everyone wants Final Fantasy IX, but they should remake Final Fantasy X, right? 60 seconds now, folks. Here for the colorful Rainbow Pride. I need a cherry cupcake play for the level. Can I just tell you? Yesterday, I was at the studio all day, a long day at the studio, and I stayed a while longer to record a new Blind Corners, which is up on my YouTube. And I made the number one story on that the Alpine F1 team would lose the right of review that they were petitioning for. And then today, news comes out that they not that they've gotten approved or that they won their appeal, but they got the right to have their appeal heard, which is it's not the exact same thing. It's not the exact same thing as when, and I guess as of this recording, we haven't heard the results yet. But the thumbnail said why Alpine will lose. Alpine will lose. And so then I wake up and I see, oh, actually they're gonna get their appeal heard. Oh damn. FLSCarnage leading here off the block ahead of Zero Evil and Nemiko. both second and third. Pretty close. JakeSchneider and GZ. Colin J. Crawford, Erling Jermaine, Risk C, and Baaabcat as they split up here in the Rams horns. And so, you know, I'm not an internet provocateur. I'm not making inflammatory YouTube thumbnails to try to make it into the next season of Netflix's original series Drive to Survive. I genuinely am not interested in that. But there's a very small part of me that said, hey, you put Flavio Briatore's face on that logo that said Alpine will lose. And it just takes one Epson printer in the wrong paddock for someone to try to make something like that a meme. Especially Briatore. Briatore would be like, the reports of our downfall, etc., etc. But for as fast as they decided that they would listen to the review, is as slow as they are deciding, I guess, what the actual answer will be on the review. I still don't think, even if... Okay, two things. My opinion on the fact that they were going to lose is the fact. My opinion that they would lose the right of review was based on the idea that the system was set up and built properly and correctly. And so Alpine says that they have evidence that the system is inaccurate and incorrect. I don't know how valid that is. And the FIA or F1 certainly, or the stewards, there was a response in the response that said the accused parties disagree. Here's what I agree on. It's Baaabcat taking the win here on our second race tonight, ahead of Cal S. Ed and Colin J. Crawford. A nice tidy set of races so far to get us started. Let's do some hurry up music as we got 49 seconds on the clock. Baaabcat said, I'd like to see the Final Fantasy VII remake ending before thinking that they should remake anymore. I just mean that they should remake it like the way that people normally remake games, in that you just make the same game again. That's more kind of where my head was at. That's where my head at. Top 10. We're looking for 10th. 25 seconds. We got a lot of people orbiting the pipe at the very end of the racetrack. First one to get down will get a point. If they can do it in the next 10 seconds or so, who's gonna make? No one's making. Oh, it's Zero Evil. Is that enough time? 7 seconds. 5, 4. Oh, the fire line's coming. 3, 2. No. No. Congratulations go to Baaabcat, head of Cal SN 34, and Colin J. Crawford. Your podium here on race number 2, Colorful Rainbow Pride. Thank you to the Cherry Cupcake Plays for the level. Top 9. Rounded out by 4th place GZ Blue Moon is Craft, leading Justy McStressy, Zigbone, Stashman 2 and 7th, FLSCarnage in 8th, and Vuff in 9th and last place. Gonna get an extra bonus, well, not a bonus point, but an extra point there for Vuff. Let's let him another track, why don't we? Oh, nope. Oh, okay, we'll stop that. Let's go. Got your standings. It's Colin J. Crawford leading with 21 points. Baaabcat and Callison on 17. FLS on 14. Neil Flash on 13. It's our first race of the season. Anyone's chance to walk away in P1. Loaded up now for race number 3. This is the Discover Devoted Battlefield. Thank you for the level, Zed. Oh goodness, it's Welsh. It's a Welsh level. The Zed Welshes are here. Hello, folks. Oh, hello, folks. My producer juice tonight is what we realized in the pre-show is just water and more than a few splashes of gin. Because on paper, like gin and fruit punch makes sense. And I've got the fruit punch stuff. Fruit punch is just red, Fruit punch is just red. What fruit is fruit punch? Tell me. I'm putting fruit punch on trial. 75 seconds here for our third race of the evening. I guess I'll just. Namiko says it's red fruit. Poop Pants says it's Hawaiian fruit. Colin says at least not purple drink. Well, the thing about purple drink is that it would have something else in it. It wouldn't just be like literally watered down juice. Add some lemon juice and then you get a bramble. Okay. Red just says it's apple, watermelon, and cherry. I saw a thing years ago now that said when it comes to like sodas or any like artificial fruit flavorings, the actual flavor is the same compound in between like blueberry and raspberry and strawberry, but it's just the coloring and like the amount of that compound that does like the heavy lifting. 10 seconds now, folks. I don't know if that's I feel like that's true. I feel like that's true. Here's something that's true. It's race number 4. It's getting started in 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1 second, and it's off. Race number 3 on the Discover Devoted Battleground. Our race is getting started right away into a hamster ball of hell. Who's going to make it out first? It'll be Vuff, Baaabcat, Plo Kai, Colin J. Crawford. As they slowly make their way. If you make your way out, you'll be a little reservoir here. It's pretty slow, but at least it'll have folks getting you through the little bookworms here. It's at poopmypants.com, Namiko and the real Andrew Mays splitting. Oh, really? Andrew Mays getting stopped a little bit as they go to the next section of worms. Everyone's getting a real slow part of the track right at the start after that really chaotic hamster ball. We got Namiko and Poop Pants who seem to be leading. Oh, this is a bouncy. They added bouncy textures in the previous season of Marbles on Stream, which means that the marbles are bouncing around like the bouncing baked beans. Was that a thing? Bouncing beans? Are there beans that bounce? Am I misremembering the world? Are there beans that bounce? Namiko, first one into the major funnel. FLSCarnage also in Vuff. Malvinius, both trying to. Oh, is Malvinius in the groove? Oh, that's going to be unless that groove puts you in the way to hit one of these Welsh flags. Zero Evil somehow disappearing. Where is the? Oh, there's a teleporter that takes you. Wait, takes you over here. Okay, Jiminy Criminy. All right, we're gonna have to do some manual. Whoa, some explosions on the track now. It's Riss C leading in the second phase of the race. Colin J. Crawford, FLSCarnage, and JakeSchneider all in the copy left section. Where are these explosives coming from? I don't see there are some barrels on the track here. Now it's a fully protected part of the track, so the explosions won't do much except slow you down. Of course, slowing you down is a pretty bad thing. Rissy clearing some of the explosives. Oh, getting a little more stuck in that copyright section than they wanted. Colin on their neck. Colin switching places. Going around and around, trying to break that orbit. JakeSchneider, Riss, and yours truly trying to make it in the hamster ball. Oh, Jake and yours truly. Whoa, oh, explosive! That's going to bump me back. Put Jake in the lead. You want to make it out of this hamster ball. There's another copyright section here. Another one of these twisting lock pieces. 2:37 on the clock. Jake with FLSCarnage and Riss C not far behind. Just got to cross the line. That's a win for JakeSchneider. Looking for our top 10 is FLS and Riss. Riss? Yes, Riss did cross the beam. That's a podium. Hit you with the hurry up music. Looking for our top 10 in last place. Who's it going to be? Colin. They're in fourth. The Mexican jumping bean. That's what I was thinking of. Computer, is Mexican jumping bean a real thing? Only 6 people are in. Ooh, only 4 people are still out. Will we get another sub 10 finisher race? Malvinia stuck in the hamster. Oh, the fire's coming from the other side. It's going to be a no win for folks. Surely. 7, 6, 5, 4. Judy makes it. Oh my goodness. Congratulations. Go to JakeSchneider, your winner here on race number 3, just ahead of FLSCarnage and Risk C. That's the podium tonight on race number 4. Number 3, excuse me. Wow. Thank you again to Kirsty for the level. Top 10 rounded out by, top 8. Ugh. Top 8 rounded out by number 4, Colin J. Crawford ahead of Baaabcat, Zigbone, Judy Bootybot at 7. And hey, I did finish. I didn't think I was going to finish, but I got 8th place. Check it out. Check me out. And I got last place. Yay. I get all the points. Let's put up another track. Colin J. Crawford leading the points tonight, 29 points on FLSCarnage and Baaabcat, 25 and 24.
You can't touch this.
All right, it's time for race number 4 today. You can touch this one. It's a clean, sharp line. Hello. Thinking of Diane Roblox? Dia and Roblox, the clean, sharp line. Let's get started, folks. 90 seconds on the clock. Let's do a little bit of a fly through here. Kind of a ketchup and mustard colored level. More ketchup than mustard, I'd say. Or maybe I guess it's kind of Ferrari-like with the red and a little bit of yellow. Pretty straightforward. A lot of these parking structures here, but these stoppers here will add a lot of chaos there, assuming people aren't just like riding the wall the whole time, because these are just like perfect spirals. I don't know. Do you know? I don't know. Let's find out. 60 seconds for race number 17. Excuse me, race number 4. 17 people are in. Oh my goodness. Yes, it's the hot dog theme from old Windows. Gamers, how do we feel about the Xbox stuff going on? The new Xbox CEO was published a pretty damning 100 days report, and definitely made it sound like they're going to be closing studios and doing redundancies, and a lot of the stuff you would think that the infinite money Microsoft would be insulated against. Sounds rough, yeah. Gaming is washed, says Nemiko. It's a tough time for gaming, especially console gaming. Even PC gaming, it's tough. All right, 5 seconds now, folks, for race number 4, the clean, sharp line. In that thing, the new Xbox CEO, she said that, hardware prices have, doubled. And it looks like they're going to double again. Whoa! What is his arm? What's this little fisty guy doing here? I don't want to see that. Get that rid of me. Risk C, leader here. Big lead off the funnel. And saying that they think it might get up to 5 times. It's just... It will be a hard time to sell people a console in the next few years. Even if you try to just bite the bullet and charge them, $1,000 or whatever, you now have to charge them. Oh, Rissy from the lead into the gap. That's a loss. A DNF for Rissy, your race leader. It's going to be me now in the lead. Real Andrew Mays making the hop. Oh, lands it. Oh, lands it ahead of yours truly by a couple of turns. FLSCarnage cleanly into the start. Colin J. Crawford just ahead of the Real Andrew Mays, going neck and neck now. Plokai led winning more as they are finding different angles. I like this. This is a really good part of the a well-designed jump section. Colin J. Crawford and the Real Andrew Mays are pretty close. We're going to have some other folks in the mix as PoopBabePants.com falls in the background. 5 racers in the worms so far. Colin says the Rampocalypse on top of video card prices seems to just be killing gaming. Consoles are going to be further out of reach, and PCs are going to be completely unreasonable. Yeah, I mean, I think it's a even for Nintendo, who like makes a point of using lower end hardware to keep prices low, is gonna be impacted. Even something like the Playdate, which is like relatively cheap, could become really expensive. You see how much the Steam Deck prices got? This is what they raised them, like $200, $300, something like that. That is, I mean, you know, those look like a good device. Those look like a good version of that device, but good god dang, I don't want it at that price. You know, that's tough. Back here on the clean, sharp line. Oh, hustler, baby. Here we go. It's the real Andrew Mays leading the race. A loop ahead of Red Hat Jesse, then Colin J. Crawford, Neil, and Bryke Has, who are all bumping and bopping as Red Hat Jesse goes into the final twist, the final turn, with one big jump left to go. Let's see how your race leader will do. Real Andrew Mays falling off the track. Oh, what will it be? What will it be? Oh! Oh no, it's an airball for Red Hat Jesse. It's a strange sort of propulsion. It's like a rail gun. It just shoots you with these popping stanchions. Nobody is. Oh no. Only 6 people are left. Will anyone make it? Vuff? No. JakeSchneider. Yes, JakeSchneider makes it. CalSN does not. Just enough time for Malvinius to have one last look at it. Will this be a single win for JakeSchneider, or will there get a second win? Oh, Malvinius misses the stanchions completely. No. Congratulations go to JakeSchneider, your winner and last place here on race number 4. That was a clever level. I think maybe all the twists and turns were not good, but I think that end piece was clever, and I think that jump, this jump here is really well designed. You have like some freedom of angle, pretty good, despite the fact that what is this? 95% of our racers did not finish. All right, well, let's get another level loaded. Loaded up now for race number 5. It's The Factory, another Marbles original. Your leader tonight, Colin J. Crawford on 29 points, JakeSchneider pretty close on 27, FLS on 25, Baaabcat 24. 5th place for CalSN on 17, Neil Fleisch on 13, Zigbone in 7th, Risk C, Real Andrew Mays, and GZ Blue Mooniscraft rounding out in 10th. Find your stats at anytimemarbles.win. Actually, no, shit. Marbles.win does not have your current season standings at the moment, but it will probably after the stream tonight. Loaded up now for The Factory Original. Join us, exclamation mark, place or challenge. Check it out. It's gonna be a tough time for gaming, especially if you're trying to sell. You know, I feel like I haven't upgraded my phone in a couple of years, and like my laptop's nice, but it's a couple of years old now. You know, the Marbles, don't even talk to me about how the computer that Marbles is the Marbles game is running on, because I need to pull out a history book for that one. I mean, forget about even graphics cards. It's like the RAM and the hard drive are also just crowded out by all the AI stuff, and then all the IPO stuff that's going on. I don't think it's going to be possible for 3 or 4 different companies to IPO all at the exact same time, each of them for like 80% of the country's GDP. First off, one of these companies is gonna lose for sure. Ideally, all of them, but that's just now I'm editorializing. 40 seconds now to join us here on the Factory Original. I don't hate AI like inherently, but every time I try to use it for like serious like work stuff, it always takes longer. It will take longer to get information out of it that I can use. Like 10 seconds, folks. Like I was editing. I'm still in the middle of editing a video course that someone shot with us a little while ago, and I was able to use some transcription stuff and use the script that she had provided us to try to get the computer to look at it and say like, oh, here are, you know, these are your different cut points, and you know, oh, you could probably put graphics here and here and here. But it took about an hour to get the output that I like thought was useful enough to be considered like successful, despite the fact that like it was just the most like basic stuff, you know, stuff that I probably would have just like sussed out if I spent that hour just like doing a pass on the video. It did get me a little more like acquainted with the material, but it was a lot of work for not for not getting it. And you know, for video and audio, it's still kind of tough because a lot of the AI stuff I have to try to do is all text based. So I have to figure out a way to get the audio into text and hope that, you know, one of the other tough things with the AI stuff is that like, you know, say a podcast. Well, if you give it a transcript of a podcast, these things have like token limits or research limits where, you know, I've found that it will some of them will only read like the first 40 minutes, quote unquote, or more or less, like of the transcript. And it won't tell you, and it won't be like, oh, you know, can you hit the button again so that I can check out the rest of the stuff? It's like an intern. My feeling on it is like it's like an intern, and you have to be so explicit with it on what you need, because it like if it. It's like an intern. It really is like an intern is like the closest I can describe it. No interns here. Just some winners: Judy Bootybot, BC Smith, and now Jesse taking the podium here for race number 5. I'm going to give you some hurry up music. Your top 5 are in. Let's get some points for folks, please. As Zero Evil pops off the track. Baaabcat says, I would like AI for specialized uses, not a single chatbot that tries to do everything. It's a very good point. I think the right tool for the right job is a pretty good line in the sand for all of this stuff, because a lot of the different models like are pretty different in a way that's not really interesting, but it's true. Here we go. These are your results for race number 5. It's Judy Bootybot taking the win. 5 seconds ahead of second place BC Smith, and then Jesse McStressy in third for that podium. Top 10 rounded out by fourth place Malvinius, leading on Plokai, Vuff, Callison in 7th, Stashman 2 in 8th, Breakhaz in 9th, Baaabcat in 10th, and then Zigbone in 12th place. Sorry, sorry to ipoopmypants.com. You're the one not getting a point. And that's one of if you can believe it, it's one of the few things we don't give away a point for. Let's get another track. I just think the right tool for the right job. And that means understanding that they may not be a right tool at the moment. You know, even if, oh my goodness, look at this track. Even if like I was able to get an AI to like really understand video and audio and find a way to edit it, like these things like can't control Premiere or anything, you know, that like timing is think about it like this. I have to give it transcripts for like audio for audio stuff, but those are like subtitle files, so it's not like this word you can't. There are like I can give it a file where it's like this word is right here and this word is right here and this word is right here, but you know, like I mentioned, like the stuff I'm already giving it could only read like 40 minutes of stuff at a time. So if you like triple or 5x the amount of just the words you're giving at it, then it starts to get a little less useful. But I think it's interesting, especially the local models, the local stuff that's a little better on the environment, maybe. Though I think we kind of, I think, we all kind of stopped a little thinking about the copyright and the stealing all of the information in the world. Oh, God damn it. 60 seconds, folks. I'm just gonna, can I just, I'm just gonna set the timer up a little bit. Here we go. Clock tower. We're at 49 seconds. Bootpan says, I've had some pretty great success with AI. Computer use agents exist and better AIs can do for them, can work 24/7. I've seen stuff like that. We had someone come in who similarly like figured out a way to generate some sort of editorializing that the AI did and helped decide things to cut. It was pretty neat. There were hallucinations. There were hallucinations in the thing that I was talking about earlier that I did, but also this guy gave me notes that had hallucinations in it, and like, you know, look, if he wasn't gonna watch it, he probably wasn't gonna read the notes that the intern wrote about it anyway. So it's not a big deal. And he was pretty understanding of like, oh yeah, okay, what it actually meant was blah, 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 blah. And also I could kind of tell he was even using the emails. He was even like using AI to write the email replies to me of like trying to get information, you know, like, oh, this is not right. What should this be? And I know it because every time it was like point by point, and every point it would be like, you're right. You're right. It actually meant to be this. Maybe he's just being like very verbose, but he kept saying I was right, which is a pretty telltale thing for me. Yeah, we won't make this all about AI, but it's just I think it's also because I'm around podcasters so much that it keeps coming up a lot. I get asked a good bit if I use AI or how I use AI. And it's still, you know, after how many years, it's still like, not really. There's not much I can do. We're already like high volume content with podcasts. We're already automating a lot of this shit already. A minute 30 in, and the racers have made their way into dueling huge funnels. Nemiko, Baaabcat, FLS, Malvinius, Risk, and Judy Booty about some of your leaders on these funnels. It's like Colin, Zero, and Poop Pants pulling up the rear so far. Oh, get over here. This is like a Scorpion themed level potentially. Anyway, it's not nothing, is what I'll say. I'll say it's not nothing. That's probably the most charitable and quickest way I can end the conversation about AI is to say, it's not nothing. 2:20 on the clock, and we are watching the racers go through this. This is an interesting take on the train track section we've seen in one of the official Marbles tracks, but it's also got a little more horizontal maneuverability here. Malvinius and Baaabcat on this side of the Ferris wheel swap. Who else is over there? Maybe Nemiko, Judy Bootybot, and Vuff. I'm going to widen out here a little bit as our racers. There's a whole dueling level. So we can't just have like one pack here. Baaabcat and Malvinius, Real Ranger Maze leading. Baaabcat in the air, Malvinius as well. This will be a clean swish for all of them. What is this, a bongo section? Oh, it's like a anti-gravity. Well, there's a win for Baaabcat. Podium for Malvinius and JakeSchneider. Real Ranger Maze just behind for 4th. Baaabcat in 5th. FLS on 6th. Hitting you with the hurry up button. Nemiko making it in for P10. 4 racers still out on the track looking for last place. Jesse, Cal, and Poop Pants. Zero Evil getting the DNF at the last moment here. 34 seconds on the big red clock. Jesse, banker lap in. Callison falling off. 27 seconds for ipoopmypants.com. That's going to do it. Congratulations goes to Baaabcat, your winner here on race number 6. The Electric Spicy Annihilation. Thank you to Electro Joe for the level. Top 10. No, excuse me, podium. Malvinius and JakeSchneider, your top 3 on that race. Top 10, rounded up by 4th place, Real Andrew Mays, leading Baaabcat, FLSCarnage, Colin J. Crawford, Neil Fleisch, Ledwin, and Nemiko in 10th place. Another 11th skipped over as ipoopmypants.com gets his revenge and gets the last place point here on number 6. Look at that. Look at that. I don't know what I'm really into. Let's set up another trick. Baaabcat, your leader in the points today, 38. 1 ahead of JakeSchneider, 37, and Colin J. Crawford on 34. Still a good delta, still a good crop of points to come, folks. Load up now for number 7, the Lost Beaming Map. Thinking if somebody cares for the level. Getting started here in just a few minutes. We're changing topics here a little bit. Can someone tell me what's going on with Doctor Who? I thought they were doing Doctor Who. And then I read the news and the news says, no, they're not. And I don't entirely know how that happened. I know that the Disney money dried up. I believe that the Disney money dried up, I assumed. But what's going? Is it because they made the Doctor a woman? No, they already made a woman and a doctor, right? They had Jodie Foster. Who was it? Jodie Wilkinson. They had a woman, but oh shit! Sorry, I had the wrong one. Stop it. 90 seconds, folks. There needs to be more Disney money. Whitaker, I don't know. Colin says, I'm not really a fan. I think Doctor Who needs to take a hiatus and have a reset. Now, that does seem like a thing where, like, I think it is entirely valid for a creative project in this day and age to get overly lore heavy, to get top heavy with the lore. And then you get real stuck in managing the lore. Like I don't know, this is not the perfect example, but like I was watching Scandal for a while, not when it was contemporaneous, but I was like binging Scandal at one point, and like Scandal's kind of cool and high tension and high drama, but like the problem with later seasons of Scandal was like they didn't have a reason to like bring in new people to the cast. It was always just like, here's this arc or this episode that we're going to do. But then it just ended up being like the same people being shuffled around and around because they had so many people and couldn't kill anybody because all of these people are so important. Not exactly that, but it's or like Blazeball. Remember Blazeball? Oh, my kingdom for just Blazeball again. But then they had to have the big squid and the giant peanut and all the eldritch shit going on, and then they closed. The thing was down for 6 months. Hey, look at that. Race number 7 is getting started. It's number 7, the Lost Beaming Map. Whoa, here we go. Taking our first look as all the racers are off into an opening funnel. Small funnel here on the opening, but it is one. Callison, Baaabcat, and I Poop My Pants.com leading on the peloton. Anyway, we were talking about Doctor Who. I just kind of assumed that, like, Doctor Who, because of everything that it is, would, like, you know, always had a reason to change the character and maybe the personality of the character a little bit. And I feel like that should have done it. I don't know anything. Zero Evil leading Jess and Andrew Mays. 45 seconds here on this spacey level. We're getting some good racing here. Now, and I can report that the marbles are not going to have electrical energy this season or next season. I'm confirming that now. The outlets at your home will not work for the next 3 months. JakeSchneider leading into the snowflake. Zero Evil and Swap. Bryke has getting a better line, leaving Jake in P4. Malvinia's making contact, but catching Stashman 2 as we see your new race leader Swap. A minute 20 now. Stashman 2 is having a look for P2. Zero Evil going over the barriers for a DNF. Swap into the sky. Jess and Bryke has down below. Neil and Poop Pants also. The racers are getting hammered by these. What would you call these cat's cradles? Oh no! There's Vuff. Trying to find the race leaders here, and it's pretty damn tough to do. Okay, we're at a Plinko here. We got BC Smith, Stashman, JakeSchneider, Judy Booty. We're going to try and keep it wide here, folks. The racers are getting teleported and shot over to this next section. It's a Plinko with some, like, paint cans, and it's causing a lot of the racers to not get into these little cups and make it into the next funnel section. The first ones to do it. Looks like it'll be BC Smith and Judy Bootybot out of this oblong funnel. Ledwin also in the funnel with Nemiko. Only 9 racers still on the track. Looking for some points here, folks. BC Smith leading on Judy Bootybot. Another part of the lap, the Marbles track, the tool set that they give to creators. One of the other things that they recently changed was that you could, like, scale up parts. And so we've definitely seen in community levels in the past few seasons where a lot of the design of the level is based on just the fact that you can make pipes like this, but this big. Look how small the marble is compared to this. And look how big the boost is. And then you have to have a whole catching system right there. Calling with a World Cup date. There are more red cards than goals in the opening match of the World Cup today. Those soccer players are always farming for red cards. They're farming for them. Where's the death plane? 5 people are still on the. No. Is anybody on the track? No. FLSCarnage is. And there's still so much track left to go. Almost everyone has died. We've been on this track for nigh on 4 minutes now. We have 1 person still in, and it's a long level, and also the pieces are huge. The username, the creator's name on here is Somebody Cares, but I think they care about giving me Agita. FLSCarnage zooming backwards here from a double protected Steve into a slightly dangerous, this unprotected straightaway. Maybe they're not going to hit that boost. So we'll try one more time with momentum. 4:32 on the clock now. This is FLSCarnage's session. It's like a free practice session for FLSCarnage now. No, frankly, FLSCarnage wants to win. This could be huge. Getting 13 points. 14 points because you get last place. 15 points because you get the only the only finisher point. That would be huge for the complexion of this tournament. It would also be huge for the runtime, the TRT of this program. Going into the crazy straws now. Oh, okay, there we go. A straight drop into the finish line box. That's going to do it here. There we go. Da-da-da. Da-da-da. Congratulations. FLSCarnage. That's all she wrote. Your winner, your first place, last place, and indeed, a bonus point for being the only person to finish the race. If you can believe it, that's what we give we also give a point for that. Only finisher. Let me go get that fellow screen. Save bonus. All right, we're just about at the halfway point here. Let's load up another track.
What is love? Baby, don't hurt me. Don't hurt me no more. Baby, don't hurt me. Don't hurt me no more.
Loaded up now for race number 8. Thank you to Jojo Seago for the Flying Outstanding Adventure. Loaded up now, exclamation mark play. So what you type in the chat to get a marble with your name on it. FLSCarnage jumps to the front of the line, 46 points ahead of 38, Baaabcat and JakeSchneider on 37. I told you that 13 uncontested points going to be huge for the tournament and for tonight. Loaded up now for that Flying Outstanding Adventure. So the World Cup started, huh? I've been seeing the TikToks of the Englanders, of the English, at our various stadiums and our various biomes. I've seen footage of the English experiencing a Dallas spring. Spring is still sprung, right? We're not even in summer, right? 90 seconds, folks. It'll get hotter. It can get hotter. It can get moister. Believe you me. But just seeing like 4 red-faced Englishmen, just each of the, it's boiling. Oh, it's fucking roasting. Oh, it's fucking broiling. I'm fucking grilling, mate. I'm fucking sous videing here, mate. I'm fucking sous videing. You know. 47 seconds. I'm hot brining over here. They're hot brining me in the the way they always do that kind of thing. 37 seconds, folks. It'll get hotter. I still don't understand making. I know that, I guess, like, much like any like sporting like lineup, the important stuff's the stuff at the end. All these early things are not as important, but it still seems weird to just spread out all of these opening matches across fucking 20 cities and Canada and Mexico. Well, here's something you can play internationally. It's Marbles. Race number 8 is coming at you in 3 seconds. They're off. 23 racers ready and ripping through the Flying Outstanding Adventure. Judy Booty Bot Malvinius, FLSCarnage, and Plo Kai. First one's off the block as they split up. Is this another twin track? Oh, it's a twin pig. Oh no, just a little bit. Kind of goes in and out. A little bit of pigtails. Where are we at here? It's another kind of science fiction-y sort of level. What is it? What is it with the? Is the space theme like the default aesthetic on the Marbles track creator? Now, granted, this user picked a track that was not just pure black, and they allowed there to be lighting on the level. We always get a lot of space levels. Swap, Riss, Judy Bootybot going into a mini funnel now, splitting up again on your left side. Judy leading on the right side. Swap and Callisen fighting for that lead. Ledwin falling off the track as our racers are splitting up yet again into their own tunnels of love of hell. Pull up the rear. Sprite has Baaabcat and Vuff with Red Hat Jesse in the mix. Going out, coming back in, we see Swap and Judy. Swap trying to catch up with Judy. Judy going up into some curly fries, some fancy curly fries. He's more like an ampersand, if you ask me. I guess you did ask me. 1:30 on the clock as we see Judy Bootybot leading. Callisen having caught up just a little bit. They are reconverging on this section here. Judy with a strong lead, a clean through, but Callisen also having a pretty good go of it. Swap and Zero Evil going on that center side. Judy Bootybot first into the mini funnel. As they go through, look at the dang planets here. Look at the dang planets. Zero Evil on the top side, Judy Bootybot on the bottom. Plokai, Callisen not far behind. Explosive on the track for Judy Bootybot and Callisen. Both of them hitting a kill plane. Zero Evil has survived a crazy teleporter concoction contraption and is leading this race as we zoom out to try to see where everyone is. It's a real tough one to follow, folks. Zooming out as far as we can. What is this? Just explosives on the track? Did the marshals not clean up the track? It's a G-Dam Monaco. Of course, if you want to submit your €10,000 right of review application for us to change the results of this race, please, you can find my PayPal. 2:49 on the clock so far. Zero Evil is stopped on the track. Jesse and Riss also, as they are all trying to go into teleporters now. Taking some speed. Zero, Jesse, Red Hat. They're all crisscrossing each other as they precisely jump into this hamster ball of hell. Zero Evil is out. Riss is out. This is Zero Evil's to lose, and it doesn't seem like it will be that way. That's a win for Zero Evil. Rissy not far behind. Third place is gonna go to the Zig Bone. 52 seconds on that big red clock. Get it in here, folks. Only 7 people still out there. I'm only out. Only me out there. Will I make it through? This was a kind of crazy level. A lot of shooting back and forth and crisscross, and I didn't love that. "28 seconds as I walk my way in. Yo. Congratulations goes to Zero Evil, Riss C23, and Zigbone. That's your podium here for race number 8. As we make our way just ahead of the halfway point. Top 10 rounded out by 4th place. Jesse McStressy leading. Red Hat Jesse, Stashman 2, and then Bryke Has in 7th and last place. Looky there. Bump. All right. We're going to load up another track here. But first, I got some messages for you. Hello. This is Marbles, LFG Marbles. That is marbles.win is our website. That's got the schedule, the information, what this is like. It'll have the current stats. It's also got our previous season stats. Check it out. One more time, marbles.win. It is a website. It's also the Instagram handle, if you can believe it. Check out Blind Corners, the F1 videos that I've been doing. It's on YouTube. It's on the LFGX Patreon. It is on podcast feeds. It's called Blind Corners. Lately, they've been like 15, 20 minutes, just like a little video. Like, I'm not trying to make them like if I get something with a guest and we like have a reason to cut it up, maybe we do longer ones. But I'm kind of liking them being 15 or so minutes. So check that out. Blind Corners on YouTube or wherever you enjoy podcasts. This is Marbles. We put the VODs on YouTube. We also put the audio VODs on Patreon as a bonus. So check that out one more time. Patreon.com/LFGX. We will be back next Thursday. We're doing Thursdays this summer, so please join us here back on Twitch, twitch.tv/Baaabcat. All right, is that going to do it here for the messages? Yeah, I think it will be. Let's get into race number 9. 90 seconds now to join us. It's Return to Sender Original. It's another classic Marbles track. Exclamation mark plays which type of the chat to get a marble with your name on it. Here in Austin, for over a year now, we've had a lot of those the Waymo autonomous cars. 60 seconds. In the last month or two, I've started to see the Tesla cyber taxis. Is that what they're called? Cyber taxi, robotaxis, something. I don't know what they're called because they have that really like hard to read cyberpunk logo on the side of them. But you can tell that that's what they are because they have this like brushed gold car paint, and then they had those really ugly flat rim designs because they gotta be aerodynamic because they're fucking definitely not weight efficient. But then also it's like it's one of those like crossover shape Teslas, but it has like a hat. It like looks like it's like a hatchback sort of slope on the back, but it's all covered. It's all steel and like car paint. So it looks like there's no back glass, and that's fucking weird. I think if I was in that car, I would like to be able to see out behind us. If you get hit, what if you get hit from behind and you can't even be a witness? You can't even be a witness to your own crash. Our racers are off now. It's Callison, Break, Hazrissi, and Lead Win. Some of your front runners. There's a teleporter everyone's going through. Oh, gee dang. Oh, this is Return to Sender Original. This is one of the revival tracks of an older version of an official Marbles on Stream track. This one has all the races go through teleporters and this kind of spoke and wheel model. And there's a lot of DNFs. We've already got 3 so far. Jiminy Bimini. I have not been in any of the autonomous vehicle and none of them yet. I guess I don't rideshare a lot to begin with. I don't go out. I don't do anything. Whoa, here's some winning going on here though. Winning for Malvinius. Good time. Only 34 seconds off the record. Swapping Spit taking second place. No? Yes. What happened there? I looked away and he didn't have it. Redhead Jesse looking for third. We'll get it. All right, looking for the rest of the folks here. 40 seconds. Really enjoy say Waymos rock. I think they're cool. I mean, I think it's good that they have like the radar systems and like they're not just like cameras. They like use the actual volume data. But I was stuck in traffic once behind 3 Waymos that didn't. I think they pulled up too far. They both pulled up too far at this stoplight, and so it didn't trigger the stoplight or something. And so they just got stuck there, and everyone was stuck behind them for grip. Well, here's a grip. You're top 9 here on race 9. It's Return to Sender Original. It's a win for Malvinius. Alongside Swapping Spit and Red Hat Jesse on the podium. Top 9, that's right, rounded out by 4th place, Nemiko, leading on ipoopmypants.com, Callison, Baaabcat in 7th, Neil Fleisch in 8th, and FLSCarnage taking 9th and last place. Bump! That's going to do it for 9. Let's let up another one.
The girl that you tried to date, but a year to make love, she wanted you to wait.
It's not that I don't trust the autonomous vehicles, because I think I think that. Oh boy, how do I word this? I think that the downsides are very fixable with a lot of emerging technology. God damn, this is the most political. I think that a lot of emerging technologies have a lot of potential and a lot of fixable problems. Right? They're fixable problems, but they're not fixed yet, and so I don't want to damn them because they're not good yet. But then you run into stuff like the Waymos here in Austin having problems running past stopped school buses, and they keep doing it, and it doesn't seem like they fixed it even necessarily. But it could be, on paper, the system can work great and it's very safe. But we're not on paper. The fucking construction around here. All right, we're loaded up now. I don't know what I'm getting at. Loaded up now for race number 10. Clock timer. There we go. 90 seconds to join us here, folks. Exclamation mark plays, which you type in chat again more with your name on another community level. The loud, lovely ride. Thank you to Crapped for the level. Thank you, Crapped. And then they got a little poop here. Let me make sure I got a clean shot of the poop for the Canva thumbnail. All right, that'll work. Join us! Exclamation mark play. Yeah.
Relationship or some understanding how it's gonna be in the future. We was planning everything.
I will say one thing for just rideshare in general, because even like rideshare sometimes feels a little weird, but it's usually fine, I guess, assuming that that in the system that the drivers get paid well, and we already know that doesn't happen. But anyway, I was coming back from the airport a week or 3 weeks ago. Oh my god, how long ago was that? And it was late, and I didn't want to in Austin, the rideshare pickup spot is a fucking hike. It's a hike away from the terminal. You're not allowed to just get picked up right there. And so I thought, okay, well, I'll get a taxi. I'll get a taxi. There's going to be a taxi line. I'll get a taxi. And there was a taxi, and I got one, and it was available right away, and there was not an issue. It was probably, I would say maybe $15 more than I would have expected to pay on a competing rideshare app. It was over $50 with the tip. I'll say it was over $50, and the drive time was like 15 minutes. But you know what? It was fast. I got in a car right away. In one car, it was a human driving it. It was a cab. Well, it wasn't a yellow cab though.
Down south. So please listen to the message that I sent. Don't ever talk to a girl who says she just has a friend.
And I think, he offered. He did seem like he had a card swipe terminal, and if I can be honest with you, I picked the taxi with the understanding that I probably would need to drop cash on it. Which I normally I'm not a cash. I don't like throwing cash around. Including literally, but I was fine. The service was good, but there was a part of me that when he told me the total, I was like, damn. All right. They have to get paid. They've got to. I'll circle back to what I said about 2 minutes ago about how we know that they don't get paid well at all anyway. So. Judy Bootybot leading Neil Fleisch and Cal SN. 145 here on race number 10. Judy and Ledwin fighting for P1 now as they go into a double protected section. It's Ledwin shooting ahead as Baaabcat gets a DNF. Ledwin looking to go through the heart section. Goes through the heart of a peach of a heart section, whatever. Drops into a large hairbrush section. trying to drop their way into the finish line. Malvinius and Ledwin going through the inverted ziggurat. Who's going to make it out and into... Oh, it's one of these damn clock things. It's one of these slow clock things. All right, there's JakeSchneider first into the clock thing. And that's how you know JakeSchneider will be the winner, folks, because everyone's just queuing up to go into the finish line. Pooppan says, we have a new illegal rideshare here in New York, and it rules. Drivers pay a flat fee, and they set their own rates, and it's almost always cheaper than Uber or Lyft. Does that work? Is that gonna does that solve the problem of we all know that they're not getting paid well? I'm just wondering. I guess if you were able to cut out like the infrastructure costs and the technology, if you cut out all the Uber AI token budget. Sorry, I had to do it. Top 6 are in. We know who the top 10 are going to be. There's plenty of time for him to do it. It's going to be Callison and Nemiko, 8 and 9, and then the real Andrew Mays in 9. And then Ken Worf taking 10. 24 seconds, and it looks like last place. Yeah, I think it's going to be Red Hat Jesse. Waiting for it. There we go. Congratulations go to JakeSchneider, Risk C23, and Ledwin. Your podium here on race 10. And thank you to Crapped for the level. Crapped. Top 10, rounded out by 4th place. Who is that? It's Neil Fleisch, leading Malvinius, Colin J. Crawford, Callis, and Nemiko in 8th place. Real Andrew Mays in 9, and Ken Worf 04 in 10th. Scrolling down, it's number 15, Red Hat Jesse, taking that last place point. Shouty outy to Jesse. Red Hat Jesse. We have multiple Jessies in the crowd tonight. Let's put another track. $50 points is where JakeSchneider sits at the top of the standings today. Just 1 point ahead of FLSCarnage, who had that big point crop earlier. Baaabcat 43, Colin on 40, Malvinius 39. Exclamation mark play is what you type in the chat to get more with your name on it. We're loaded up for number 11. As we get loaded up for this level, I want to give some thank yous here for folks on Twitch, including Baaabcat for resubscribing. Thank you so much. Zero Evil resubscribing. Thank you so much. IPoopMyPants.com. Thank you for resubscribing as well. Thank you so much for everyone for your support here on Twitch or on Patreon. Loaded up now for number 11. It's the Deadly Aligned Activity. Thank you to Serbian Chef for the level. I would watch Serbian Chef reacts on TikTok. Just in case the Serbian Chef is listening. Whoa, look at this. Whoa! Just in case the Serbian Chef is listening, I would absolutely hit the follow button on Serbian Chef Reacts. Because I follow Chef Reacts, and I'm going to be honest, ever since he did that Hyundai promotion, he kind of fell off. I hope he got his bag, because now he's back on the grind. Not that I have anything to say about that. 90 seconds to join us here for number 11. 20 racers are already in. I'm thinking of jumping off of Spotify and potentially moving over to Apple Music. But it's gonna be like an hour of just figuring out the way to take my playlists and bring them over, and then finding out that a bunch of them. 60 seconds to join us, folks. Because like Spotify's doing all sorts of stuff that I don't like. Can I get my real fucking logo back? Can I get the app icon fucking turned back, please? I see it less. I see it less. Andrew May says it's easier than it was. Well, that's good. I know back when I I think I started with Apple Music and then I made the switch to Spotify. And I remember paying, I don't know, like $3 or $4 for some app that I argue did not work and I deserved a refund and I don't think I got it. 10 seconds, folks. No, 15 seconds. There's just like Spotify is doing whatever with their with podcasts, whatever. But then they're also like doing audiobooks and they're doing music videos next to the video or next to the audio, and I don't know. But on the flip side, I went and got the new AirPods Pros a month or two ago. And it's good. The new noise cancellation is very good. I think it's a pretty good upgrade. I went to the Apple Store to buy it because I thought, oh, I'll go to the Apple Store and I'll walk in and I'll say, I would like this device. And then I would walk out with the device. And fucking 30 minutes later, I walked out fucking furious with my new device. I was absolutely fucking furious at how long it took for me to. Now I get it, like they don't keep any of the fucking real stuff on the floor, so you have to. The person you're talking to has to Slack message somebody in the back to hand them the thing. Whatever, I get that. Fine. But this fool spent the whole time like upselling me and like soft selling me, and it put me off. I was starting to get a little disrespectful by the end. I'm not too proud to say I was to not admit that I was getting a little disrespectful with this man. But it was just like, you know, oh, you get months free of Apple Music, and you get some months free of Apple News. Isn't that cool? And then I said, sure, free months are free months. And then he said, great, just sign here and to authorize your recurring payment. Fuck, motherfucker, you go. And then he does the same. Then he does the same thing with I don't know, some small business program that they have at Apple. It's like, oh, what you ask me what, and I thought, oh, he's being like friendly and asking me what I do for work, and I was like, wait, I'm an engineer at a podcast studio, and he goes like, oh, we have a small business thing, and so I asked because I'd seen the promotions for whatever the small. I don't know what the small business thing. I actually don't know what the small business thing is. Oh, Malvinius not able to fall out of the track to make the leap. Oh no, none of the people will Plokai make it. Plokai will make it. You got to drop the right way on this one. Dangerous. Top 3 are in. And so I ask him, like, what is this? What is the small? What is that? What is it like a? Is there like a discount or something? Or is it like what is it? He goes, oh, I don't know. I would have to put you in touch with one of our small business guys. Can I what's your email? Motherfucker. Oh, you motherfucking got me again. So I gave him the email, and I watched as I became a fucking cold call lead for the people at Apple Inc. Where the fuck are these other folks? Vuff? Oh, oh, come on. We have one rule. We've got one rule. We're going to watch Vuff get exploded. And then we're going to watch Jesse timeout. There we go. Timeout. Congratulations go to Plokai, along with Swapping Spin and Bryke has. Hey, your podium here on Race 11. The Deadly Aligned Activity. Thank you to Serbian Chef. Dude, when the Serbian chef responded to Spetzel, when he reacted to Spetzel, top 5 rounded out. Excuse me, I banned Jesse. Top 5 rounded out by. It is Red Hat Jesse, and then Neil Fleisch 4 and 5. Only 5 people made it on this one. I don't mean to be rude, but I think you guys will want to maybe finish the races a little more. There's a lot of points on offer. No, I'm joking. You weren't really banned. It's just that what it is that this button will show me like what comments people make. But for some reason, like the first time you click it, there's a button that says like scroll to bottom. And for some reason, I always just like to think that it's a ban button because it looks like it should be. It looks like it should be like a report button. Load it up now for number 12, the Marbles. Oh, please don't be Marble Centauri original. I didn't look. Oh, okay, this one's okay. Marble Centauri is that really, really long space level that is really, really motherfucking long. Join us here! Exclamation mark place, which type in the dedicated mark with your name on it. Leaders! It's still JakeSchneider on 50. FLSCarnage on 49. Load up now for race number 12. Join us. Little media talk. I am just about caught up. I think I still have another episode or so to watch of the Apple TV original Widow's Bay. I almost said Widow's Peak. Widow's Bay. It's a very good show. It's a horror/comedy show, and it's basically what if the little island from Jaws was cursed, and the mayor was kind of the mayor from Jaws, but you were following the mayor from Jaws, and so he's kind of the protagonist. It's good. I don't know if that show was like a popular sleeper hit or something, but if you're not on the train, choo-choo, the train is going to the island. Not that island, but the Widow's Bay island. Exclamation place, which have in the chat, get more with your name on it. 69 seconds left. One thing I will say is I am really out of the loop on entertainment news. Marvel movies just keep showing up, and I keep going, oh, I'm not going to watch that. Marvel movies and TV shows just happen. I'm not watching it. I don't know. There was this Obsession movie that everyone's obsessed with. I don't know jack shit about it, but it's like a viral thing. I don't know one iota about Obsession. The one iota that, okay, I know one iota about Obsession, which is that I've seen people on Discord and they just say, go watch Obsession. This is not very helpful. 15 seconds here, race number 12. Maybe we'll help some people get some points. 20 people ready and registered. 10 seconds, last chance to get in. But I don't know what's popular anymore. I don't know what pops off anymore. Because I guess it usually it is pretty high on the Apple show rankings. So I guess that's a pretty good sign, but it's also Apple, and it's like one of the two good shows that they've got right now. So I don't know. Colin says, I wish I liked horror at all. It seems like there's a lot of creative stuff happening. The hybrid between comedy and the horror is really, really dialed in nicely. Because, not to fucking be this guy, but like comedy and horror are both about like building suspense and tension, and then different ways of like releasing that tension. And because those are so similar, there ends up just like being a lot of moments where you like have a serious horror moment, and then you can punctuate it with like a comedy moment, but the comedy moment scares you. I'm thinking of the episode I just watched, and there are two people having a serious conversation in a closed room, and like in the middle of this conversation, someone walks in and says, "Oh, I forgot my purse," and just leaves. But it's like that's the jump scare of that scene. Here, oh my goodness, I need to jump on the scene. It's Callison and Risk C. Oh no, just barely trying to have a dogfight just at the last second, but Callison pulling ahead. Baaabcat in the mix trying to pull up into this dogfight, but it's not gonna be. It'll be Callison just ahead of Risk's local ghost. Risk into the elevator, having a look as well. Maybe this dogfight will continue. We still got a little bit more of the level to go here, and it's kind of a boring level. Oh, but it's definitely not happening. Ken Wharf on Risk C, meaning Callison. And this dogfight, you can't have a dogfight with 3 dogs. That's a fucking massacre. Risk C with the last minute move in the final stretch to take a win and to beat their local record. Did that happen? Top 2 are in. I DNF'd. No, top 5 are in. Hey, points for Pop. 45 seconds on the big red clock. Hurry up, folks. Oh, that's right. They made a new scary movie. The thing that I saw, saw some TikTok clip or someone's review of it. And they said, oh yeah, the Wayans brothers are just like fucking 40-year-old guys now, right? They're just doing this thing. I don't know. Top 10 are in, looking for last place. Will it be Colin or IPoopMyPants.com? There's only 17 seconds left on the timer. Ooh, Mr. Pants is having some trouble getting through the Steve. Oh, that's going to be a fiery Pants and Colin. Congratulations go to Risk C23, your winner here on race number 12, Marble Centauri Original. Alongside Cal SN and Baaabcat, your podium. You're on not the longest version of this race. They certainly found a way to make it longer with technology and time. Top 10 rounded out by Red Hat Justy in 4th, leading Baaabcat, Swapping Spit, Ledwin, Plokai, Nimiko in 9th place, and Judy Bootybot in 10th. Scrolling down, it's the real Andrew Mays in 14th place, taking that last place point. Shouty outy. Andrew Mays. Let him into the track. Thank you for the bits, Pop. Love to see little Frankersies. Points standing. It's Baaabcat in the lead now. 53 points as JakeSchneider and FLSCarnage still on 50 and 49. Risk on 45, Callison on 44, Colin on 40, Malvinius 39, and Neil 37. P9 for Red Hat Jesse on 34 points, and Breck has, hello, with 30. Loaded up now for the next race of the evening. It's number 13, The Path of Waters. Another Serbian chef original. Serbian chef. Whoa, it's a... Yo! Oh my god, look at this. It's Pokemon themed. They got a Pokemon level, they got a Slowpoke, and they got a big, what is this guy? It's the, Wooper? They got a big Wooper. What is that? Meryl? We got Meryl here. We could use her an Azumarill too, but they got a Meryl. Is that a Lapras? Oh, man. Oh, dog, this is a good level. And then the side. Oh, look at the side. Okay, he's got a little floaty. Oh, it's a side. Okay. Oh, wait, I gotta see the. Oh, he's got the wonky eye. Look at him. Anybody else here? That's so good. Is this an Aqua Ball? Or maybe this is just a marble. I don't know. Okay, well that's fun. 67 seconds here, folks, as we get started here. The Path of Waters. That was cute. That was cute. Hey, I got a question for y'all. The Pokemon card thing going on right now. Is that just kids? I know that there are adults fucking up the Pokemon collectible card ecosystem and other collectible card. I understand that, but like, is it kids at the bottom of the or I guess the top of the funnel here? Is that just like, or is it like grifters trying to grift other grifters in like a cosmic Ponzi scheme. Jesse says, I work at a card store. Pokemon is a travesty right now. It's all adults messing it up. Okay, there we go. I've seen all sorts of videos of the people acting up in the store. The one where like the guy, I don't know, does some sort of fingernail trick to try to open up one of these damn things, or someone had a I don't know if it was a handheld CT scanner or some sort of scanner that could detect holographic particles or something through the fucking insane. I mean, on one level, like, Pokemon cards are still Pokemon cards, right? Whether it's the 90s or it's the new 20s, the new roaring 20s. Like, they're Pokemon cards, and Pokemon's still like a relatively popular game for children, and children have disposable income. But how much of this is just like, this is just what a trend. Oh, is this like shooting into a teleporter? What's happening here? What is? Oh, it is. Okay, people are shooting. Oh, see, Horsey. They got Horsey here too. Okay, sorry. Okay, everyone's getting shot here into this little pot section. Because, like, what are the other things? Squishmallows. Squishmallows seem relatively popular. People actually like them. They are kind of a different thing. But then, what's the thing right now? Neatos. And they look like if slime were stress balls. If you tried to make a stress ball out of a slime, but you didn't really care a lot about making it like round, and then also, but then also where's this go? Over here. Okay, there we go. But then also didn't care about like actually making it squeezable. So when you squeeze the things that look like they're supposed to be squeezable, you pop them and you get fucking goo. You get industrial waste all over your soul. But they're a blind box, and so they're a blind box, and they're a company that has money for influencers. So, there's some amount of or Labubu, which was like understandable. It's a kind of cute toy that is a toy. At the end of the day, it's a doll, and you get a doll out of it. What is going on with this fucking track? What is going on here? We got people on the water. We got people on the track. We got Rissy being attacked by an ice beam from a Lapras. Getting sniper shotted by a Lapras here. The finish line is over here. That's what I'll say. The finish line is over here next to a teleporter. So if someone can just find the correct teleporter and wrap this shit... Oh, and then the winning box moves! No, and it moves! This is gonna be horrible. No one's gonna win. Oh, motherfucker. I was so, oh, look, and there's Blast. Oh, and the Blastoises are shooting. Oh, okay, I've been won over. I've been won over for another like 20 seconds or so, but I need somebody to win this. I need somebody to win this. Did not? Let's see. Okay, so then they go through here, but then the teleport to here? Is it Ledwin and Calasen still on the track? God, I hope so. Let's keep an eye out. That's the finish box up there. Ledwin. Oh, motherfucker. Oh, and no one is like gonna hit a kill plane. And so what? We just have to wait for someone to. Oh, don't we? Are we gonna have to wait for the whole like? It was like a 6-minute or 7-minute timeout. Oh, motherfucker! And Ledwin's off the track, and nobody is on any part of a track. Me and Jess are stuck on track inside of an exploding barrel. This sucks. I would say maybe spend a little more time on the track and a little less time on the character models are great. That's a Lapras. I can tell it's a Lapras, but we don't. It's almost 5 minutes, and not everyone is stopped. It's not that nobody's won yet. Nobody will win. Do I have any recourse here? There's a skip track button. Bro, they put in a skip track button. Yes, technology's amazing. They needed AI to vibe code this. I'm giving this a 5-second countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Skip track! Are you sure you want to skip this track? The race will be canceled and no points or stats will be awarded. Yes, I am confirming that. Bah! Congratulations. Nobody wins. Yep. We skipped the track. Stop the sounder. Let's go to number 14 then. It's the friendly, sturdy end. Thank you to Sebastian TTV for the level. Join us. Hopefully this, is this like a normal level? When it's a dark level, motherfucker. Why is this happening to me? Okay, this looks like a pretty okay track. This seems like a normal enough track. Okay, all right. Well, join us 90 seconds, exclamation play. What the fuck was going on with that track? Was that Serbian Chef? Did the Serbian Chef also do that? Oh man, I'm gonna have complicated feelings about the Serbian Chef. What were we talking? I don't even remember what we were talking about when everything happened. A real Andrew May says we all get 1 point. No, that doesn't do anything. And also, I wouldn't be able to give you the point. Oh man. I do see videos. That's right. We're talking about Pokemon. I do see videos of. I think it seems like a thing that you have to do. I see videos of like Pokemon card vendors, I guess that's just what I'll say. And I think what happens is like those guys realize like it would be good to have video surveillance of my table right here. And so they get a camera and then they record the stuff and then they have conversations with people and it turns into easy social media content. I see the pipeline here. 10 seconds, folks. But I gotta say, it feels like, and we're off. It feels like a tough. I see the shape of the funnel, right? I see the content funnel and how it works into like your own like personal surveillance funnel. But are any of those channels or accounts like being known, like getting the influence to be known as the place to go get cards at X convention? No, right? I mean, that's just like pedaling uphill. Even if you win, even if you succeed, you're kind of making a lot of work for yourself. Like, it's just the idea that like, hey, keep making content of, giving kids a good deal on a card you can tell that they care about, or I saw one the other day and it was like a dad and a dad going up to a vendor and saying, hey, I want to buy these 3 cards, but I'm gonna come and bring my son to the table. Can you please let him trade you his 3 fucking worthless cards for these other cards? And the guy does it, and the kid feels good, and the guy gets, he still gets paid for the cards. But do you just like, is the idea you just keep doing that enough times until like Reddit or the New York Post or fucking TMZ picks up the story, the heartwarming story of of a dad making his son's day. Zigbone and Baaabcat, by the way, making my day, as the Bone and the Cat are having a dogfight going into the hairbrush here. Got two people fighting for first place, and they're staying pretty close to each other here. Zigbone making it through the funnel, into the mini funnel now, pulling away, but Baaabcat just on their tail, going through the mills. Oh, Neil Fleisch is in here to ruin the dogfight, making it a 3-fer. You can't fight 3 dogs at once, folks. You cannot do it. Oh, look how, oh my God, you gotta be fucking kidding me. Look how fucking long the end of this level is. Malvinius has leveled up. Congratulations, I don't know how you did that, Malvinius, but you leveled up, and I look like just enough XP. This is so slow. Why would you do this? Why would you fucking do this? Get me off screen. I can't. Why would you design it like this? It is as bad as that clock face piece that we saw earlier, where everybody just queues into line for the thing. And no, it's not speeding up at all. There's no way for anybody to speed up. They're not at an angle. They're just dropping. Okay, we've got about 10 more steps here. What a way to end them. Whenever you're ready. Zigbone finally takes the win. Only 30 seconds off of the world record. Can you believe it? Baaabcat and Neil Fleisch rounding out the podium. 1 minute. Real Andrew Mays was proclaiming earlier, but we got Malvinius and Jesse McStressy here pulling up a rear. 44 seconds though. They might be too far back. I mean, look how why would you do this? If the Serbian chef was here, I want to see the Serbian chef react to this level. He would be chopping it up. And I'm not just talking about with the boys, with a kitchen knife. Top 6 are in 20 seconds. Will we get a top 10? Top 8 are in. Swap in 9. Judy and Ascat have some points on the table. Judy taking 10. Ascat on last. On the flask. That's right. Here we go. Congratulations. Good to Zigbone. Alongside Baaabcat and Neil Fleisch. That's your podium here on race number 14. What is this one called? No one is quite sure. The Friendly Sturdy End. No. Fuck you. Friendly Sturdy End. No, it's not sturdy. Fuck you. You wasted my time equally as the Pokemon level did. Top 10 rounded out by Neil Fleisch. Vuff in 4th place, leading IPakeMyPants.com. Ken Worf, Callison, FLSCarnage. Swap in 9th, and Judy Bootybound in 10th. Last place, Ascat, getting that last place point. Congrats, Pop. Loading up number 15. I can't, but why would you do it like that? Why would you do that? Real Engineer says that level and the Pokemon level where AI created. All right, another community level. We're loaded up now for number 15. Only a few more races left to go, folks. Baaabcat in a strong lead tonight. 64 points, 11 ahead of FLSCarnage in 2nd place on 53. 50 for JakeSchneider in 3rd. Callison, Neil, Riss, Colin, Malvinius, Zigbone in 9, and Red Eye Jesse P10 in the standings tonight. Loaded up now. It's the advancing absurd arena. Join us. Thank you to MDM HD20 for the level. This is fine. This is gonna be good. This level looks fine. This level looks fine. Okay, we can confirm the level looks fine. Exclamation mark plays with JakeSchneider Marble with your name on it. Now, How do we feel about what I think is surprisingly the underreported gaming topic of the moment, which is that they are putting Tupac Shakur into a Ryoga Gotoku, the fucking Yakuza team. They're putting Tupac into a Yakuza game. And it seems fucking weird. And then so they do this at the Summer Game Hellfest, and they bring up Snoop Dogg. I didn't know if Snoop Dogg was in the game. I think his name was on the thing. But after, this is after Tupac comes at the end of the trailer, and Snoop Dogg goes, "Yeah, me and my son set this up because my son controls the Tupac estate? Does Snoop Dogg's son control the Tupac estate?" 7 seconds, folks. It's weird. It's weird. They showed like his character model, and he was wearing, he was kind of wearing one of those casual, not like a full-on kimono, but just kind of like a casual wear. He did have like a headband. So, but we didn't. Are they gonna get AI? Are they gonna try to AI his voice? Are they gonna just have like a Japanese guy? Are they gonna do what they do with all Western people, where they just have like a Japanese guy with a thick voice, kind of just speak Japanese, like they did with Steven Spielberg in one of those Yakuza games? What did they call him? Steven Spielberg or something like that? And he fucking looked like Steven Spielberg. He fucking looked like him. But that was like of a guy who's alive and can say yes or can acknowledge it's a parody. I don't know why they put Tupac in this like action Yakuza game. I don't know. I don't think Tupac. I don't know if it was possible for Tupac to be a weeaboo. That's where I'm at. Like, there's not a point. Tupac in middle school would never have had like a moment. It's not plausible, right? It's like the timeline doesn't match up. The era that Tupac was in middle school doesn't overlap with any time where like he could call himself Damage. Like, it doesn't. It's not. Now would I be interested in Weeaboo Tupac? Absolutely. I would give that. I would watch that TikTok. I wouldn't maybe watch a full SNL sketch about it. What would I? But like Weeaboo Tupac would be interesting. It's weird. It's a weird one. Just like the shape of this race, kind of a strange shaped race, but we are looking here at Baaabcat and Vuff. Oh, Baaabcat with the collision, giving up first place to, fourth place. We got Plokai well ahead with Colin J. Crawford and Jess in third. 2:20 on the clock as Plokai goes into the final sector of the race. Going to the cubes. Oh no, the cubes.
Get on down.
Plokai with Jesse and Colin dealing with the cubes. Plokai is out of the cubes, dealing with the dojo. Oh no, a DNA shuffle went the wrong way. It's going to turn this all around. Jess and Colin dog fighting into the last sector. Oh no, Colin gets the wrong teleporter. So does Jess. That's bullshit. 3 minutes on the clock and P1 and P2 okay. Plokai takes a. God damn it! Why do you design levels like this? This isn't fun. This is not a fun way to do this. So people don't. Does anybody like this? Type a 1 in chat if you like the idea that this is how this race ends. And put a 2 in chat if you're not allowed to say what you think should happen to this person based on the rules of this website. Okay, never mind. We got some 1s. All right. Oh, there we go. Okay. 18 seconds here. Maybe we can get a top 8. Let's find out. Neil, Nemiko, both make it in. Malvinius, nope. Just by pure random. Okay, wait, now that I'm hearing it. I'm hearing it now. I hear it. Congratulations goes to Plo Kai, your winner here on race number 15. I'm hearing it. It's random. I'm hearing it. That's okay. We'll move on. JakeSchneider and Zig Bone. That's your podium here on number 15. The Advancing Absurd Arena. Thank you to who's that? MGM? The MGM Grand. Thank you so much. How grand. Top 7 rounded out by Red Hat Jesse in 4th place, leading Baaabcat, Nemiko, and Neil Fleisch for the big 7th last place. Let's load up another track here. We got 2 more for you. The standings, Baaabcat's on 64, JakeSchneider 61, FLSCarnage 53, so is Neil Fleisch, tied for P3. 2 races left tonight, folks. 2 chances to walk away a winner tonight. Number 16, it's straight down something. One last community level. Thank you to Craig, 1972, for this level. Hello. Exclamation mark plays. Would you type in the chat to get a marble with your name on it? You see everybody else in the chat doing it all night long. I don't need to tell you that. This looks like a pretty normal level. The ending looks pretty normal. I'm cautiously optimistic about this. All right, I'm going to start the timer here. 90 seconds. Join us. I have developed a habit over the past couple of months. TikTok, I don't use TikTok as much as I did maybe say a year or 2 ago. Partly because of the Oracle and everything else about it, but also just like in general, also just like kind of feeling untrustworthy. Yeah, you know what? I don't trust it. I guess I just don't trust it. But TikTok has become the app that I will let myself use it, but when I'm done using it, I have to swipe up and force close the app so that it can't get me. I won't let it get me. Because anytime I go back to it and it was still open, I feel like they got me. I feel like they got me. I don't know how, but I feel like they got me. They found I don't know, they're listening to my microphone and they've got paid. They get paid the dollar from Nielsen for taking my data. I think that's the conspiracy theory I've now settled on. 10 seconds now for race number 16, the straight down something. 22 racers ready, registered, and revving. They are rough in the opening plinko now. I don't trust. They got me. They're going to get, if I let them do it, they get me somehow. And I don't know how, but they get me if I do that. Rissi and Judy Bootybot leading on twin sections as they come out of the plinko, then back up, almost like a W sort of shape, but remade and a little more straight, a little quicker looking like. Judy Bootybot and Nemiko leading on their respective sides. Nemiko on the near side. Jesse in the mix. Bryke has Kenworth, Neil, and PoopPiePants.com. 33 seconds elapsed as they reconverge in the inverted ziggurat. Neil, Nemiko, Judy, first ones into the chamber. Who's going to make it out first? There's an explosive on the track, though. That's going to create a gap from Nemiko, first place, to second place, Poop My Pants, and then swap in third. Jesse, Neil. Who is that? Baaabcat. Hello. Hi, Pop. Bryke has Baaabcat, Stashman, Buff and Red Hat Jesse, Judy, and Ken Orf Callison. In the back of the pack here as Nemiko makes it into a huge funnel. Oh, bringing that centrifugal force really nicely. It's a huge pack up at the front. Baaabcat, Jesse, and a Baaabcat going down. Look at this incline. This decline, really. With a little bit of a bus stop chicane. Got a mini elevator going down into a ram's head. This is a good track. A very traditional track. I might like my tracks a little more conventional. Baaabcat taking the lead, going in the vertical hairpin, trying to drop as fast as possible, but terminal velocity, I think, will have a few things to say about that. A lot of these hairpins, which certainly look cool. I'll zoom out here for everyone. Baaabcat leading the race in this final sector. Baaabcat second, Jesse McStressian third, Ken Wharf, PoopMyPants.com. No. Bryke has JakeSchneider, FLSCarnage, Neil, and then PoopMyPants.com. As Baaabcat goes through a funnel, goes through a mini ziggurat, deals with the debris on track, doesn't even bother to stop, doesn't need to. Going into one more bus stop chicane, hitting a boost. Final curly Q. Oh, a huge gap to Baaabcat in second place. It doesn't seem like... Whoa, Baaabcat with a huge speed, trying to catch up with Baaabcat just at the last second, making it into... Oh, gold box, but you got to drop... Oh, no, Baaabcat didn't hit the line, didn't drop or break the plane. Oh, a win stolen from... Oh, no. Oh, disgusting. Top 4 are in. Top 5 are in. 40 seconds on that big red clock. Sorry, Pop. If I could rig it, I would. 30 seconds now. We got a top 5. Can we get a top 10? That might be tough. Nemiko, gonna get 6th here. Easy. Oh, well, will it make... Okay, made it in. That's the thing is you can't just like be perfectly on this line. You got to drop. You actually have to drop because if you stay perfect, then there's nothing to stop you. Andrew Mays rushing against the fire line. 4 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and no! Didn't make it. Congratulations go to Baaabcat, your winner here on race number 16, leading Bryke has and Ken Wharf on the podium. Top 7. Only 7 people finished on this one. Rounded out by Red Hat Jesse in 4th. Leading on, iPoopMyPants.com, Nemiko, CalSN 34. Bum. We're going to get ready for our final track of the evening, folks. We got to check those scores one last time. It's close at the top. Baaabcat has got 77. JakeSchneider's got 61. We've got 13, technically 14 or 15 points at play, but it seems like Baaabcat's to lose for the evening. But you know, we have one last thing that we do here at Marbles. I do have to go and find the playlist that I had very conveniently made. Did I put it at the top? Before we get into it, one more reminder, patreon.com/LFGX is where you can support this. You can support the Blind Corners videos, podcast, Two Tusks. We're working on some ideas for a new season of Two Tusks, so check it out. Oh, did I mention I got a Tusk? I got a Tusk vinyl. Check that out. Check it out one more time, patreon.com/LFGX. The website for Marbles, marbles.win, where you can find all the info for this stuff. Check out all the things. Thank you so much. It's time for our final race of the evening. Race number 17. Oh, it's Castle Siege. You know we gotta do it to him. Join us, exclamation mark plays, which you type in the chat. Let's get a marble with your name on it. Bang that play. Final race this evening. We will be back next Thursday, 8 p.m. Eastern. Make sure you join us here live on Twitch, twitch.tv/Brycas, BRYCAS. Of course you're already here. Of course you're already subscribed. Of course, because you're watching and joining and playing. 90 seconds to join us here on our final race this evening. The famous is the infamous, the famously infamous Castle Siege. Now, it's been a while since we've played Marbles. The last time we did Marbles on stream was on their 67th season, and now I believe they're on their 69th season. So there's certainly been time for there to be physics changes or some sort of behavioral changes for Castle Siege. Malvinius asking, Castle Siege is still trash? We're going to find out together, buddy. We're going to find out. 50 seconds now. I will say every time I go into Castle Siege feeling like it's going to be bad, I walk out of it going like, oh, that actually, it was like a Castle Siege I feel like we haven't had before. But we have plenty of Castle Sieges. We've had plenty of Castle Sieges last season that were plain. We even had some like no finisher Castle Sieges, right? Very, very lovely game. 10 seconds now, folks, for the final race of the evening. 24 racers are ready. They're registered. They're revving their marbles up. They are ready to go. 3 seconds now. And they are off for Castle Siege. Immediately, the explosive barrels make their way, firing at the contenders, who very briefly are vulnerable right at the start of the track. No! Oh, motherfucker. We got people losing their racers. We've already got 8 people out of the race so far. We've got a lot of people still stuck at the top of the catwalk there. It's still dangerous, but the explosives are now going to aim at the top of the pack. Zero Evil leading on Risk C and Stashman 2, Baaabcat, Nemiko, Zigbone, and more in that front pack. It's going to change all the time. We'll keep an eye at the front as Risk C tries to and gets a little bit of progress with the explosives behind, but you got to watch out for the explosives ahead. See, they've targeted Risk C now. They're going back. JakeSchneider back in the lead with Ledwin trailing behind in second place. Ledwin scooting past Jake and trying to make some progress here. Oh, runs head first into an explosive barrel, but runs butt first into another explosive barrel, neutralizing the explosives. 107 as Ledwin goes a little horizontal. We're falling back here on P2, or should I say Poop 2? I poopmypants.com. Third place, not far behind Callison 34, swapping positions with P2. As Ledwin stopped on the track. Oh, gets some air from debris. Goes backwards and has to DNF. Another DNF on Castle Siege. Yours truly stopped on the track by some of that deadly debris, but I'm going to go backwards as well. Poop My Pants and Swapping Spit are in second and third, and they're going back. Risk C taking second place now, as your former 1, 2, and 3 are all going backwards. That's not the direction you want to go. You want to go forward. Everyone in the... Every time we do Castle Siege, it's either the most amazing thing we've never ever seen before, or it's like this for about 10 minutes. Zigbone stopped on track, a huge gap to second place. Real Andrew Mays and Swapping Spit, who are going to go back to 5 and 6. Zigbone is trying to get caught by Red Hat, Jesse, Stashman 2, and Cal SN, but Zigbone is going backwards, not the right direction. I don't know what that icon means, Baaabcat. Baaabcat got an icon of something, and I don't know what it means. Oh, but he got air, and he's ended up losing another DNF. 10 DNFs so far. These are always the most dangerous. Thank you for the Franker's Pop. The most dangerous track of the evening, despite the fact that we did have one that took so long that we had to manually skip it. Baaabcat going backwards now, giving up the place to Stashman and JakeSchneider. Folks, the end line is the yellow piece here. And it is not a guarantee that everyone or anyone will make it. We see Stashman 2 stopped on track, dealing with Callus and shooting past, but look at this, the explosives. Look how dirty the track is. These explosives are keeping it from our marbles, picking up marbles on the marbles. Callison going backwards now, giving me the first place. Trying to navigate all these explosive barrels, moving the explosives all around. No one has any chance to plan, but it doesn't matter because you don't have any influence anyway. 3:30 on the clock. That was a legitimate mistake. Callison stopped on P2. Brykaz moving forward just a little bit. You see the horizon, but I'm going backwards. That's not going to do it. Got to go forward. You got to go forward. Motherfucking forward. Defending from Callison with a bit of an explosive stopped on the side, getting a little bit of a pit stop for Brykaz. Second place At the moment, it's FLSCarnage scooting past us, scooting by ya. Oh, but FLSCarnage hits some explosive residue. That's going to move Zero Evil up into first place. Baaabcat's down into fourth now. Zero Evil going backwards from the explosive Stashman 2 and Risky there. The overtaking is incredible here. The number of overtakes is incredible. Risky, after 4 long minutes, almost is in the final stretch here, but the explosives are just timed. So, and there's an explosive immediately in the track, and then Risky is exploded off of the motherfucking track. Zigbone, as the music starts to fade, crosses the line. We have a winner, folks. 1 minute on that big red clock. The barrels will be neutralized somewhat, but they are still out there on the track, and that's going to be real tough for the rest of the front pack here. It's going to be a second place for ipoopmypants.com P2. Very fitting. Red Hat Jesse going to take the other podium pace. FLSCarnage and Namiko fighting for fourth place. FLS will get it. Stashman 2. Oh, having a sixth place. So does JakeSchneider. Both of them having their sixth place taken away to be Zero Evil. Callison and then Bryke has 7 and 8. Looking for 10th. We've got 4 people still out on the boards. Swabbing Spit, Real Angel Maze, and Stashman 2. Gotta avoid that fire line. Gotta restart the music here. 3 seconds now for Swabbing Spit. Not gonna make it though! Oh! Congratulations. Your results for the final race of the evening. Congratulations go to Zigbone, ipoopmypants.com, and Red Hat Jesse. The podium, the final podium of the return of Marbles. Top 10 rounded up by FLSCarnage in 4th, Namiko in 5th, Zero Evil on 6th, Callison on 7, Bryke has on 8, Baaabcat on 9, and the real Andrew Mays in 10th. Stick around for your standings as we rig all of the math, make sure everything is leaning the right way, as we like to say. Bum bum. All right, folks. That's going to do it for an exciting first match of this 2026 summer season. Let's take a look at your standings after 17 big races tonight. Your season leader on 79 points, it's Baaabcat. Tied for P2 on 61, it's JakeSchneider and FLSCarnage. Tied for P4, Callison and Red Hat Jesse, both on 60. Zigbone on 59, Neil Fleisch 53, Risky in 8th. Bryke has in 9th and Namiko in 10th. Find your stats at marbles.win. It will be up there probably tomorrow. I don't think I can do it today. It'll be tomorrow. Thank you so much for joining us here for Marbles. Very, very glad to be back marbling with you. Been a blast. We'll be back on Thursday. Thank you so much for joining us. Check us out everywhere else on the web, specifically marbles.web. That's got marbles.win. Really, that's got the links to all the good stuff. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you so much for racing. We'll be back next time. Thank you and goodbye. Yay.